Hello, guys. It's Barrister Shilo, and good day to you. I will be addressing the forms that are to be attached, or the forms that you are submitting down to your dean. I was able to explain the process on previous video, but then in this video, I'll be explaining how to fill those forms and what to do with those forms. Um, One of the first form is the form A, and that's the one that you are printing out from the that's one you're going to fill online and print out. And also the Form A1, which you're also going to fill online and print out. The Form A entails your general details, your name, next of kin, and all that. And then the Form A1 entails your WAEC, NECO, NATEC, IGMB, depending on what you got access to the university with. Now, after filling those two forms, you have to print them out and then take to the court. You can either go to a magistrate, a high court, court of appeal, whatever court. So either you give it to the commissioner of oaths or the notary public. Either one works, and you stamp those documents. There is a section on those documents where you see commissioner of oaths where they are going to stamp. Also, there's also a section where it's written signature of the applicant. You're also to sign by the side of that um, statement, and also at the bottom part of signature, you see where there was signature, admin remark, and other informations. When you take care of those ones, you know that you've completed the Form A and the Form A1 successfully. So the next form you are going to meet is the Form B. Now the Form B is specifically for your dean. It's a confidential letter that your dean makes a comment about concerning you, and you are only to fill the front page, which is written to be filled by the applicant, and then attach it to the other two existing form, which is Form A and Form A1, when you're submitting it back to your dean. Now, the next form you're going to meet is the Form B1 and the Form B2. Now, the Form B1 is your employment um, form. It's just a form that talks about your employer making a comment about you. Now, the comment is confidential also. So you are to give it to your employer if you are employed. NYC doesn't cover for employment, all right? I means a job, you have a job, all right, going on before law school, especially those that are possibly in the government agencies. So those are the comments. It's a form given to your employer to make a comment about you. Now, if you are not working, so most of you guys are students. If you're not working, then you are to um, write not applicable on that form. When you've written not applicable on that form boldly, if it's 3 pages, you can write not applicable on both 3 pages, because law school doesn't really presume. So then it's very necessary that you just write not applicable, knowing that you are not working. Now, the form B2, which is the employment release form, meaning your employer is saying they're releasing you for a 1 year vocational program in the Nigerian law school so that you can undertake the program, and that's what that form is for. But if you don't also have, then you can just write not applicable on the face of the document. Anyhow, either you're crossing it, either you're making it the line. It still depends on how you want to express your thoughts. Now, the next form is the form C. Now, the form C is related to crime. If you've been accused of fraud, malpractice, you've been tried, you've been acquitted, whatever it is, you are to respond with an answer, either a yes or a no. If you've been caught in example and practice in the university, if you've not been, you either write a yes or a no. And you cannot skip that. You can't write not applicable on the form C, because you have to respond either a yes or a no. If you've been caught, you have an allegation, or you have something that you've been tried for, then you have to state it, attaching the accompanying documents of maybe your acquittals, the judgment, and whatever it is to the document while submitting back to your dean. Now, the last form, which is quite little controversial, is the Form A, Section D. This is where you have the post-secondary school, university, from what year to what year, your post held and employment, and your whereabouts. Now, the post-secondary school means what's that is your university. So you have to write the name of the university, because most of you guys, meaning what you acquired after secondary school, that is post university. Most of you are taking this as a second degree law, a second degree, or law as your third degree or your first degree, depending. So your post law school meaning what you were engaged with as an academic achievement. So meaning if you had law, then you're just gonna put um, the name of university, the I think the year you got in, the year you finished, when you acquired, which is possibly which is normally LLB, the grade, and and that's it, and you're done with that particular box in that form. Now the next form is the university from what year to what year. So it's very simple. So you went to Chukwemeka Domego University, and you spent in the year one from 2016 to 2017. The next year is still Chukwemeka Domego, and you spent from 2017 to 2018. The third year, Chukwemeka Domego University, you spent from 2018 to 2019, just like that till you graduated. So that's for the 5 years. Now, I know most of you guys possibly did transfer, direct entry, and all that. I think it's advisable to just put direct entry in the first year, and then the second year you put the university, your 200, 300, 400, 500. It's self-explanatory, so you can just go around using your common sense to work around that. The next one is your post-held and employment. On that regard, the post-held is if if you had previously stated that you had a job, then you have to write something on the post-held, meaning you were the manager, you were the supervisor, whatever it is, and um, you know you had something. But if you had nothing, you just write not applicable across the box, right? So to show that you were not employed and you didn't hold any post. Then the next box in that same form is your whereabouts. Obviously, you were doing something before you came to the Nigerian law school. If you were cooking, reading, waiting, um, schooling, learning a skill, whatever it is, that is your whereabouts, right? You may not really have the details as to the class and other details that accompany that, but you can put nil over there. But then you must fill that part. It's very essential to do that. And then after you're done with all this, you are done with filling all those forms, and then you're then to attach all these forms together, right? Attaching two passports on those forms. That means you have all these forms that I've discussed about. It's all going to be attached together, all right? And then there's the application fee which you have to pay to the Council of Legal Education through Remital. I think I've already given you guys a video of that. And there is also the JAM admission letter, JAM admission score, which you need to get. For most of you get a did direct entry, you need to just, I think there's a re-regularization which you need to get. The JAM gives you a letter for, and all that. Just get that done. It saves you the stress of being queried, and then starting from a point that you thought you had passed when admission is being given. And you also have whatever maybe other documents that your dean or your school specifically tells you to submit. For some schools, there's always the birth certificate, there's always the state of origin, depending. But then your dean is responsible, and your school is responsible for give you the details necessary. When you have all this compiled, then you can put it in a file and forward it down to your dean. And your dean has already knows his duty. I don't need to instruct them on what to do. They already know what to do, and it's not in my place to do that. So that's mainly it. After which you have the medical form in this application. The medical form are not to be accompanied with this document because they are what you will bring alongside when coming to the Nigerian law school. It just shows that you're medically fit to take on the program, and then maybe a 3 month before or 2 months before the time of admission, and then you're good to go. You're good to go. That's mainly all you need to know about the forms. And I will appreciate you guys if you guys can just subscribe to this channel so that you can get more updates on the law school application, the experiences in law school, the required textbooks, the how to get a first class, how to come up with a tool, and what you need to know and the things you need to keep up with part time. It is necessary. So I would love you guys to subscribe, hit the subscription button, and journey with us as we journey with you in having a successful year in the Nigerian Law School. It was nice talking to everyone, and thank you for always listening. To have a great day.